If you're a beginner in makeup, let me show you step by step how to replicate this beautiful eyeshadow look using the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Machina palette. Always start off any eyeshadow look using a proper eyeshadow primer. I'm using the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas eyeshadow base. A little goes a long way with this. Next, we're busting open the Machina palette from Blend Bunny Cosmetics and starting off with the shade Motherboard. So I'm applying this with a medium, dense, fluffy eyeshadow brush right on the outer corner of my eye. What I'm doing is packing on these shadows to really start building up that pigmentation to get to the level of intensity or saturation that I would like. So from here, I'm going to start continuously patting it in so I can, again, build up that pigmentation while also at the same time blending out the shadows. So if you see, I'm going in now towards the edges and I'm just very lightly swirling, swiping, windshield wipers, all of the techniques, all the movements to make sure everything is nice and soft and blended. And this is going to help when we apply our next shadows. Honestly, you can never blend too much, so just keep blending until you're happy. I mean, really at the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? Next, we're dipping into the shade called Flawed. And what I'm going to do is start not only blending it to the middle, right where I originally placed that first blue shade, but I'm also taking it down to the inner corner of my eye. This is going to create more of a cohesive gradient effect. And as you see, I took it down to the corner, but now I'm going back into the middle and I'm really trying to make sure that I blend this new shade in with the original so that it's very seamless, smooth, and again, has that really soft gradient effect. Next, we're taking the shade AI, and now we're going to do a lot of work with this. So we're blending out the edges all the way around. Again, jump into all the eyeshadow blending techniques, the windshield wipers, the swirly, the loop-de-loop, the up and down, the side to side, whatever. You get the point. Just keep blending and blending and blending until you can't blend anymore and then blend a little bit more. We're just making sure that everything is tied together. Everything is nice and soft and smooth. Now, don't be afraid to go back in with your first colors and repack them and apply them where you originally put your shades just to build up that intensity again. And then double back to that blending with the lightest shadow to again make sure everything is nice and smooth and blended. A lot of people tend to skip this step. I don't know why. So far so good. Everything's looking nice and blended. Let's move on. Next, we're going to dip into this beautiful shimmer. This is called Sci-Fi. Now, you can apply this on a brush with a little bit of setting spray and apply it to your lid. I know that's what a lot of people do, but I'm going to show you the difference in when you apply it like this versus when you apply it with your fingers. Honestly, most shimmers really are different, and it really depends on the formula as far as like what will work best. As you saw, the brush didn't do a super great job, but my fingers, on the other hand, super blinding, super beautiful. Next, we're taking the shade Circuit with a very small brush. This is a Makeup Shack T14 brush. This is my favorite go-to for my under eyes. It's virtually the only brush that I use for my under eye. And all I'm doing is just going along my lower lash line just to bring the entire shape and the look together. I personally feel like it looks kind of strange without eyeshadow underneath my eyes, but if you don't love that, then don't do it. So then I'm going to take a lighter blue and I'm just going to blend out this darker blue shadow. I actually took the shade AI, which we used a little bit earlier, and we're doing the same concept as what we do on top. We're just blending it out, making it cohesive, making it smooth, and giving it that gradient. For liner, we're using the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. Hate the brand, but love the eyeliner. It's pretty good. Now I'm just showing you what I can do on camera. The rest I did off camera because like I need my standing mirror. But do you see how just that brings everything together? For mascara, we're using the Benefit They're Real Magnet Mascara. This is one of my favorites. Now, mascara is not too difficult, obviously, to apply. What I like to do, though, is obviously make sure I'm coating every single lash, but I like to shimmy, as you can see. I like to shimmy it through my lashes just to make sure that everything is coated, but also separated. This is basically my way of ensuring that I don't get clumpy lashes. And again, I do the same thing on the bottom. You do have to be careful sometimes because some formulas and some wands really can make your lower lashes look like spider legs, like super long, and that's not real cute. And here's the final look after throwing on some lashes, gems, and a beautiful lip. I hope you guys loved this tutorial. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you on my next upload. Thanks for watching. Mwah!